up, guys? This is Super Mike this morning coming real quick to you. All right, y'all. This is Super Mike 2164. And what I want to do today is I want to touch base on a couple of issues here. Like I said, this is one of the things here, just like in the title, we're not going to get anywhere unless we understand that this gender war stuff is dusty as I don't know what. It's dusty and it's beta. And according to the common words, dusty and beta, we understand that that's loser activity. So what I wanted to do is I want to touch on a couple topics, but may not have all the way time. Right now, you got a situation where they're trying to cancel Kevin Samuels, which I really don't. I don't listen to Kevin Samuels. And they want to cancel Kevin Samuels. They actually put a petition together to try to get YouTube to take him down. Now, strategically, that's dumb. Strategically, he's not saying anything different, worse than other folks. Now, technically, I agree with canceling, I agree with canceling it. But the thing is, if you don't have that type of environment because as soon as you cancel him, then Cynthia's got to get canceled. Because, if this is what you're trying to do, this is your objective. And then, of course, people will make these arguments that Cynthia is not the same as Kevin. But, it's just interesting to me when I look at, somebody just canceling Kevin Samuels, all of this stuff against the men. It's easy to take a black male down, pretty much easy, because actually the world, you're basically swimming downstream when you're taking a black male down. And the thing is, just canceling him off of YouTube won't take him down. That doesn't take him down. It just puts him somewhere else. Remove Kevin Samuels from YouTube and Instagram. Now this has 12,639 have signed. Let's get to 15,000. Okay, big deal. You got to go through all this. And here it is here. It says, with the rise in violence against women, specifically African American women, YouTuber Kevin Samuels has galvanized the community of men of all races and nationalities and the outspoken hatred of women. Removing this voice of divisive vitriol will allow women to feel safer, not only in public spaces, but in online communities as well. Freedom of speech is a constitutional right for each of us. However, when that speech is loaded with thoughts and threats of violence towards women, manipulation of young women, and even fantasies of death to women, that freedom of speech becomes a prison for all people those thoughts and desires are intended to isolate. Acts of violence, sexually predatory behavior, and even death has been documented as stemming from rhetoric Mr. Samuels and his community of followers have spewed in just the last 12 months alone. Women feel unsafe in the presence of men who identify with his ideology and have even been berated while going about their daily lives. Yes, even while at work, with criticisms that have been spoken directly from Mr. Samuel's mouth. The very words that were spoken on social media platforms have permeated every facet of daily life for unsuspecting women. Removing this leader of hatred against women will bring reprieve for all of us. Okay. And so there it is. They want to take him down. Tito Fadel, he should be removed for his degrading comments and treatment of women. YouTube should not be condoning this type of nonsense. And have you realized that white men, Asian men, and Latino men who talk about their counterparts this way are deleted or removed from social media? They do this to protect their women and their community. People don't care to protect black women or the black community, which is why he doesn't get blocked for saying what he says. Okay. So, I mean, like I said, technically, a lot of stuff that he says is kind of off. But the thing is, people still call it show. Actually, women call it show. Tommy Sotomayor is on there. You had many shock jocks. You got, what's his name? The fat, sloppy, cancer-ridden, nasty racist dude. I forgot his name. Rush Limbaugh. You have the slime ball up there in New York that I forgot what this dude's name was. Anyway, I mean, the white ones too. And, it's just interesting because I don't know, that petition took off so fast. But, 5 years ago, I started a petition. Have you ever heard of this thing called Ghetto Gaggers? Yeah, Ghetto Gaggers. I started a petition to remove Ghetto Gaggers. And it was interesting because my petition in 5 years didn't go nowhere. I spread it on Facebook, Instagram. I put it on all over the place. I only got 61 supporters. And actually was laughed at. I had actually seen someone had actually posted on Facebook, and from what I seen, it looked like the black woman was being kidnapped. It was some weird stuff. Looked like she was being kidnapped. She was being beaten and raped. And she looked terrified. She literally looked terrified. I was so mad when I seen that. I didn't know this stuff existed. And yeah, I researched this place. I researched, and what ends up happening is I was angry because I was like, okay, well, we need to find out where this dude is and and chop him up. These people, these white guys. So let's look at my little petition here. It says the complete end of now. Once I found out that this was actually a show, this was actually a porn video. I still can't believe this with the terror in that girl's eyes. She didn't look like a dope fiend. I just could not believe that was something that was set up. It was so disgusting. I mean, I can't understand why anybody, would submit themselves to that kind of crap. But once I found out, people laughed at me because I didn't know that was a, some kind of porn thing. And they said that this woman signed over her rights and submitted to this type of behavior. So this is the type of You see that? This is the picture. The petition is closed. Only got 61 supporters. I didn't get viral. The complete end of misogynist, that's hatred against women, violent, racist abuse masking as legitimate pornography. Okay. The adult entertainment industry is known for being poorly regulated and pushing the limits. We must make them understand. Violence, racist, bigotry, and physical and mental abuse is a line they should not go near. Many young people and older people enjoy adult entertainment. Many people may choose to attempt to bring many of the ideas they see into their own lives for fun. The kind of racist behavior in Ghetto Gaggers, White Boy Stomp, Ebony Cum Dumps, and Nazi Niggers is not legitimate adult entertainment. It is promoting the rape of black women and beating abuse. I have 3 daughters and many nieces, and this cannot be something legal in any form or fashion we should allow. This needs to be illegal. Also, the producers should be made to feel extreme public pressure from all organizations that care about the respect of women and upliftment of people. This Duke Skywalker, which is the dude that started this crap, it's a guy, it's a white guy. He's a racist, and his associates need to be stopped. If this company has any connections to MindGeek, that means that Goldman Sachs gave $362 million, which, Goldman Sachs was one of the companies that got bailed out by the United States government. And if this company has any connections to MindGeek, that means that Goldman Sachs gave $362 million, maybe public money, so that this kind of racism can be filmed and sold. It needs to stop. And I said, porn is fake, racism is real. And this must be addressed. I sent it to Maxine Waters. I sent it to the Congressional Black Congress. Enough is enough. Some people supported me. I got a couple supporters. I got 2. Okay. This was 5 years ago. They shut the thing down. I didn't even get 100 supporters, bro. And this is the kind of, I had to try to get a PG-13 image or some kind of image where people could see. This is the kind of stuff that there's no sexual. This was just pure disrespect of black women. This is not any kind of porn. This was just horrible, disgusting. It was nothing there. There was just complete anger. I'm still pissed. And unfortunately, I guess I was a little disappointed that I didn't get more support with this petition. But I understand because we're sick, we're dumb. But, of course, and then that's actually going after white people. That's going after white racists. At that time, I guess it didn't get the support. I'm going to recirculate this petition, and we'll see. I'm going to recirculate this petition. We'll see if it gets any. If it gets anything. I'm going to recirculate this. Yeah, but the thing is, the bottom line is we can't do anything unless we're trying to. I'm going to share this. Let's see. We can't do anything unless we respect our women. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he wrote in his book, some of y'all want to cancel. Yeah. So yeah, we want to try to open this up. I sent it to Maxine Waters. I sent it to Barbara Lee. I sent it to Hank Johnson. I sent it to David Scott. That's all I got. That's all I got, y'all. 61 signers. That's all I got. So I'm gonna read this here and I'm gonna get up out of here. All right, so according to our wise people, the wise people that teach us good things to try to develop ourselves and develop our communities, this is the thing that we have to do. Kevin Samuels should be canceled, but stand that ghetto gagger stuff, bro. Yeah. The bottom line is this. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, the woman is the man's field to produce his nation. If he does not keep the enemy out of his field, he won't produce a good nation. If we love our vegetable crops, now see, this is back in agrarian time, so a lot of analogies are going to be analogous to the planet. You got to realize that your life comes out of the ground, the earth. This is why the woman is referred to as the earth. Okay, it is like the earth. So if we love our vegetable crops, we will go out and turn up the leaves on that vegetable stalk and look carefully for worms that are eating and destroying the vegetables. We will kill that worm, right? Again, we will go out into the cotton field and look for the enemies of our cotton and try to kill that enemy. We study poisons, chemicals of the earth, and we pour these chemicals on the enemies of our crops to keep them from destroying them. We love a crop that we can produce every year, every season so well that we kill every enemy we find seeking to destroy it. We even kill one another if we find the other one out there trying to steal that crop. Is not your woman more valuable than the crop of corn, that crop of cotton, that crop of cabbage, potatoes, and beans and tomatoes? How much more valuable is your woman than these crops? That you should keep the enemies from destroying your crops. Yet you are not careful about your women. You don't love them? Why? Is it because you have allowed visitors to run in and out and of your women? And your woman has not the love for you that she should? That is a good sign. Until we learn to love and protect our women, we will never be fit and recognized people on the earth. Until we learn to love and protect our women, it doesn't matter if she's cussing you out. That's your woman. You know, it doesn't matter. See, some black people think that it should be a two-way street. It should be a two-way street, but it's not. It's not a two-way street right now. If you want to be the leader, you're going to have to take those thorns for a minute until you get this woman, until you can train you a crop of women who will respect you. You will esteem and you will reward the women who respect you and do and treat you properly. And the ones who don't, you will train them to be where they feel safe in respecting you and trusting you, because you won't be fit to be respected on the planet Earth. The brown man will never recognize you until you protect your woman. The yellow man will never recognize you until you protect your woman. The white man will never recognize you until you protect your woman. You and I may go to Harvard. We may go to York of England or to Al Azhar in Cairo and get degrees from all these great seats of learning. But we will never be recognized, until we recognize our women. On visiting with a couple of my sons in what they call Near East in 1959, I began in Turkey. We traveled from Turkey down to Africa, to Ethiopia, and to Sudan. We visited Arabia, and we visited Pakistan. We returned home from Lahore, Pakistan, on about the 6th day 6th of January 1960. We didn't find on that entire tour such a thing as not recognizing the black woman. Everywhere we went, the black man recognized his women. He he had great respect for her. We dined in many of the top, as you say, homes. We dined with some of the most influential people in these countries, governments, and people. In some of their homes, we never did see any of their family, only men. The waiter was a man or a boy, not a woman. My beloved brothers in America, you have lost the respect for your woman, and therefore you have lost the respect for yourself. You won't protect her. Therefore, you can't protect yourself. She is your first nurse. She is your first teacher. Your first lesson comes from your mother. If you don't protect your mother, how do you think you look in the eyes of other fellow human beings? And so this is kind of what we need to understand, because this is a problem that we got. And if we don't solve that problem, we're going to continue to look dumb as hell. We're going to look dumb as hell.